Hi everyone, my name is Alice Pung and I'm an Australian author. I'm really excited to take part today in Booktopia's International Children's Book Day special. And I'm here to talk to you about my latest book, which is this one here. It's called When Granny Came to Stay. Now, these books are part of the Our Stories series, which was conceived by my wonderful friend Randa Abdul Fattah. And she wanted a series that would reflect the diversity of experience of Australian kids today and what they go through, kids of every culture. And so my book is about a young boy named Pangza whose granny comes to stay with him while his mother returns back to work. And this is a situation that's experienced by millions of children around Australia, those who are lucky enough to have grandparents be their caretakers. I was inspired to write this book because of the grannies in my son's life, both my own mother and my husband's mother, who was such a wonderful and just invaluable gems in the lives of my children and in the life of me as a working artist. So when Granny came to stay, it's about this young boy whose granny comes to stay, but she comes from overseas. And as you can see from Sally's excellent pictures, at first he's not too impressed because his granny has strange ways. For example, one of the things she does is that she cooks food differently. She boils French fries instead of frying them. And so all his classmates are intrigued by this lunch that she brings to school, which is an experience that's quite quite common among children with different cultural backgrounds in addition to being Australian. Now, the whole premise of this book is that there's a new fad at school, and the new fad are these things called destroyer discs. Now, destroyer discs are basically very, very expensive spinning tops that all the boys at school and some of the girls that really get into. So I'm going to read you the first chapter of When Granny Came to Stay. Ding dong, that's the doorbell. I run towards the front door. That must be my dad with my new destroyer disc, I whoop. Destroyer discs are the biggest craze at school. They are small plastic spinning devices that hover off the ground when you launch them, and they burst apart when they bump into one another. There he is, whooping with delight. The tougher and more expensive your disc is, the harder it is to burst. I'm sure a few young boys around Australia will actually own very similar spinning tops to these destroyer discs. The older kids let anyone have a go, even grade twos like me, but you can only be a challenger if you have a real destroyer disc. No one wants to win a fake one that falls easily apart. Young kids are really good at spotting the fakes, the fake Pokemon cards, the fake Beyblades. My best friend Ethan won a really good one, the Dark Nemesis Ninja from a grade 5. I bugged Mum for one, but she says, no way, I'm not paying $20 for a spinning top. Oh, Mum, but if you get me one, I can win two, I explain. And then with those two, I can win 4. And with those 4, no. Dad tells me that if I beat him at chess, he'll buy me one. And last week, I finally beat him at chess. There he is, the young kid punter beating his dad at chess. So, does he get a destroyer disc from his mum and dad? Well, you'll have to read this book to find out. So thank you for having me on International Children's Book Day. It's a very special day, and this book is dedicated to grannies everywhere. So I hope you read When Granny Comes to Stay. Bye for now.